This weekend, people in Atlanta gathered for a vigil to honor a woman being kept alive because of her pregnancy. Adriana Smith was admitted to the hospital in February because of a medical incident. Her family says she is considered brain dead, but doctors are keeping her alive because at the time she was 8 weeks pregnant. Georgia's 6-week abortion ban allows for exceptions in cases of rape, incest, or if the life of the mother is at stake, but Smith does not necessarily fit neatly into those categories.
We deserve to be able to go to the hospital to access care and for our doctors to not have to consider policy, but consider the patient. And right now, doctors have their hands tied. They've told Governor Kemp, they've told politicians that this law is harming patients, that it's confusing and needs to be repealed, and the elected officials are refusing to listen to them.
Emory Healthcare says it makes treatment recommendations based on clinical experts and legal guidance. Georgia's Attorney General says there is nothing in the ban that requires medical professionals to keep a woman on life support after brain death.